Marcus Rashford's signing makes a mockery of Aston Villa's grand plans. He brings more baggage than a London to Sydney flight and hayrace what they should be doing instead to get to the top. If you follow the line pushed by Aston Villa's recruitment team, the club's transfer policy is a thorough process that leaves little to chance. An evolving list of about 500 players, which is reduced carefully to short lists of 8 or 10 for every position. That narrative bears little relation to Villa's activity in January. As Marcus Rashford and Marco Asensio prepare to join on loan on Sunday for combined salaries at the thick end of, it feels a little like Villa are making it up as they go along. Transfer chief Monchi has a grand reputation and a title president of football operations to match. He is one of the highest paid in his field in the Premier League, but Unai Emery runs the show at Villa Park and there is skepticism within the game about how much influence Monchi actually wields. Has he presented the profiles of Rashford and Asensio to Emery after weeks of exhaustive research? Or does Emery say simply get me these guys and off Monchi goes to do his bidding? Work that one out for yourselves. There is a chance Rashford and Asensio score and create the goals that help Villa qualify for the Champions League. They are experienced internationals and, at their best, very effective players. Aston Villa's recruitment looks improvised. Are Marcus Rashford and Marco Asensio the best they can do? It will be difficult for Unai Emery and Monchi Wright to replace the impact of Johan Duran. The list of forwards Emery has worked with successfully is impressive: Kylian Mbappe, Edinson Cavani, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Gerard Moreno, Ollie Watkins. You question Emery's coaching skill at your peril. Unfortunately, it is 2 years since Rashford played well consistently and the 27-year-old arrives with more baggage than your average flight from London to Sydney. Villa need Rashford to hit the ground running, but he has not played since December 12. Asensio, despite enormous potential as a teenager, has never been a key man for a major club. That is why he started barely 100 league games in 7 seasons for Real Madrid and has made little impact at Paris Saint-Germain. For context, Jude Bellingham has already started 45 times and is only halfway through his second season. Where do they all fit in? When he has competition for his spot, Watkins goes into his shell as he did when Johan Duran, now sold to Al Nassr, was snapping at his heels. Watkins, Rashford, Asensio, Morgan Rogers, Daniel Malin. At least 2 of them will not play regularly. A well-organized recruitment division would not need Asensio on a short-term loan because they would have secured a younger, better version long ago. If Villa approached the market so carefully, why did they not try to secure a player like Desire Doué when he was breaking through at Rennes? The 19-year-old is now at PSG and is one of the reasons Asensio, who turns 30 next January, is available. After Sunday's 2-0 defeat at Wolves, Emery admitted that in an age of tighter spending regulations, it was difficult for Villa to keep up with revenue-generating monsters like Liverpool, Arsenal and the Manchester clubs. To have any chance of achieving that regularly, Emery needs a solid recruitment strategy to match his coaching brilliance. Yet Villa move at random, jumping this way and that and swooping on opportunities as they arise. That leads to unforced errors, like allowing defender Diego Carlos and attacking midfielder Emi Buendia to leave before their replacements were through the door. With only one fit centre-back and an attack deprived of creativity, Carlos and Buendia would have been handy at Molino. Wolves have been one of the poorest teams in the league this season, yet there are reasons to be cheerful for Vitor Pereira now. The noise around Mateus Cunha has died down as the Brazilian has signed a new deal with a release clause, keeping him at Wolves at least until the summer. Pereira's squad is the best in the bottom 4 and now have a chance to make it safely to May and rebuild. For both these clubs, though, the stakes are extremely high. Marcus Rashford to have his Aston Villa medical today as he closes in on Manchester United exit, with Red Devils naming fee for want-away forward if his loan move becomes permanent. The deal will be an initial loan until the end of the season, but it will also include an option for Villa to sign Rashford permanently for a pre-agreed fee, which is understood to be €40 million. Rashford has already agreed personal terms with Villa for the duration of the loan. The 60-time England international is currently around at Old Trafford, where his contract is not due to expire until June 2028. It is understood that Villa will cover 70% of his wages, while the loan package will include bonuses for progressing in Europe and for qualifying for the Champions League again next season. Rashford has not played for United since mid-December when he fell out with head coach Ruben Amorim. United boss Ruben Amorim's second left has questioned Rashford's lifestyle and commitment. The 27-year-old has missed the last 12 matches under Amorim, who has questioned his lifestyle and commitment. Rashford has been at United since he was 8 years old and has never played senior club football for another team. However, he is expected to wrap up a switch to Villa Park before Monday's winter transfer deadline. Rashford, who has 138 United goals to his name after making 426 senior appearances for the Old Trafford outfit, said goodbye to his teammates on Saturday. The former academy starlet spoke to United staff and players at Carrington after being given the green light to prepare for his switch to Villa. Villa's need for attacking reinforcements was sparked by Johan Duran completing a €65 million move to Al Nassr earlier this week. Duran was Villa's leading scorer this season with 12 goals. Meanwhile, Ollie Watkins, who has bagged 11 goals this season, suffered an injury scare on Saturday night and was subbed off at halftime in Villa's 2-0 defeat at Wolves. Signing a player of Rashford's pedigree will be seen by many as a big coup for Villa. But ex-England midfielder Jamie Redknapp fears that Villa are taking a risk by moving for a player whose last good season was the 2022-23 campaign. When you look at it, we are going back to 2022-23, which was a fantastic season for him, Redknapp said on Sky Sports this week. But when you look at the last 2 years, and 2 years is a long time in football, it wasn't a case of him being injured. Some of the clips of him strolling around went viral. I remember there was one against Luton when the ball was there and he was just jogging. You can't do that when you're a star player at Man United. You've got to be the man that's going to lead from the front. You can talk about potential all day long, but he is not a kid anymore. If this move happens for him, it will be an unbelievable one, perhaps more than what he deserves right now because Villa's a massive club. But it will be an opportunity to get his career going again, because that's what he has got to do. No one else can do it. It's not up to Unai Emery, it's not up to Aston Villa, it's up to Marcus Rashford to go and put himself back out there as a player again. Marcus Rashford's uncovered school note on his future and aims leaves Man United fans emotional, as their academy boy-turned-star moves to Aston Villa. Rashford, 27, will undergo his medical on Sunday as he closes in on a departure from his boyhood club and will join initially until the end of the season. There will also be an option for Villa to make the deal permanent for a fee of £40 million. He has already agreed personal terms and Villa will pay 70% of his wages, which stand at around, while further bonuses are included. The forward has not played for United since mid-December after falling out with head coach Ruben Amorim, and has missed out on the last 12 matches in all competitions. He had declared he was ready for a new challenge in a bombshell interview late last year, but the manner of his switch away has left United supporters crestfallen. After a note previously posted by Rashford on social media in November 2019 began to circulate again, many social media users shared their mixed feelings. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford is set to join Aston Villa on loan. The touching note, titled Future and Aims, read, "I hope that my future is very bright in and out of school, especially in my career as a footballer. I want to have a different lifestyle and make my family and others proud of me." The second sentence was written all in capitals. "I only have one aim in life, and that is to be a professional footballer, and hopefully at Manchester United," it said. "He lived his dream and we all loved it," said one ex-user, alongside a red heart emoji. "Now on to bigger and better things later this year." Another wrote, "In another world, we won the Prem together, Rashi."